Good morning children. Welcome back to Social Studies tutorial. So students, today we are going to learn about elections. But before moving ahead, let's recall the last session in which we have learned about democracy and its different representative forms or the process that how a democracy function. So first, let's recall that what a democracy is. Democracy is a form of government in which the people of the country govern the country through their elected representative directly or indirectly. So what happens that now again a question comes to our mind that how do democracy functions. So democracy have its different institutional forms. Then we have already learnt about universal adult franchise. Franchise is a right to vote which is granted to the people of a country by their government. So what universal adult franchise is a right to vote? What it means that all the people who have attained the 18 years of age have a right to vote to elect their representative, and there is no discrimination irrespective of their caste, creed, gender and social or economic status. So, though earlier in early democracy there was no right to vote to all the people, there was no equal rights were given. But afterwards, just after a long struggle, then in modern democracies, the right to vote has been given to all the people of a country. Even I told you that like while making our constitution, our constituent assembly also kept in mind for the universal adult franchise, and they have given the right to vote to all the people who have attained the age of 18 years irrespective of their caste, creed, gender, religion or their economic or social status. So now let's understand that what an election is. So students, many times you come to know with the term election, even like that sometimes your parent also says that this is the election time, or that the elections are to be approaching. So what exactly, even like you may also recall, because on the day of your elections of MLAs or MPs you enjoy your holiday that day. So but now in real, what exactly an election is? An election is a process of elect or select or choose the representative by the citizens of a democracy or a country. That is actually called election. That what election is? Election is a process of choosing or selecting the representatives of a country by the people of that country. Now the next is parliament. That what a parliament is. So students, parliament is a body, because once an elections are held, then afterwards there are the different representatives from the different corner of the country. So what exactly that parliament is? The body where all the elected representatives meet with each other. That is also known as an assembly. Now let's understand the principle of one vote per person. What exactly it is? One of the most important democratic principle that is known as one vote per person, because that principle says that one person has right to vote and they have their equal rights to vote, and their votes have equal values. There is no differentiation on the basis of their caste or gender, creed, religion, social or economic status. Even in our country, the principle of one vote per person, one value has been implemented, that just after attaining an age of 18 years, every person has the right to vote, which has the equal value. In this democratic principle of one vote per person, there are some exceptions, like the person of unsound mind, or one convicted for a crime, or the one who is declared as bankrupt do not have the right to vote. So students, Elections are to be held at regular intervals. As I told you earlier that some countries have the provisions of holding the elections at every 5 years, while some hold them every 4 or 6 years. So just those who are in power cannot stay on in office without being re-elected for a fresh term. So let's understand in the context of India. In India, elections are held at a regular interval of 5 years. That after every 5 years there are the elections. So these regular elections which are held at regular intervals are known as general elections. On the other hand, there is a provision of by-election. What a by-election is? So what happens is friends, when a member of parliament or a legislature dies in office or resigns, then the elections are held in his or her constituency before the completion of 5 years, which is known as the by-elections. So students, as we have learnt about the general elections and by-election, one more election that is referred as midterm election is also present there. So now let's understand what is a midterm election. Students, what happens that in certain conditions the president on the advice of the prime minister dissolve the Lok Sabha or the state assembly. Then the elections will be conducted ahead of 5 years. It is referred as midterm elections. So what we have to remember while learning this midterm election, that the prime minister advise to whom? To president, but not in all the situation, that is in a very rare or a certain conditions, just to dissolve the Lok Sabha or a state assembly. So once the Lok Sabha or the state assembly is dissolved, then again there is an election which is known as a midterm election. Now let's understand the requirements for fair elections, because in a democratic country, when the people select or choose their representatives, then there must be a fair election. So some requirements are there, that what exactly the requirements are. One vote, one value. So students, as I taught you today that the principle of one vote per person and one value, what it indicates that in our country a person has a right to vote and his or her vote has the same value irrespective of their caste, creed, gender, social or economic status, that they must not be discriminated, that only the elections can be held in a fair or a proper way. The next is wide choices. So students, what happens if people have to elect or choose their representatives, then must be choices available to them. In India, we have many political parties and candidates to choose from. This makes our democracy true and vibrant. The next is regular elections. That just for making the elections very fair, elections should be held regularly, because it strengthens the democracy. And the last one is that the election should be conducted in an atmosphere where the people remains free of fear or violence. There should be no compulsion on the voters to vote for a particular candidate. So we should provide them the atmosphere which is free of fear or violence, so that they can cast their vote according to their choices or according to their mental set, so that there will be no compulsion. So students, I hope you enjoyed the session. Tomorrow we'll learn about election commission. Till the time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.